in the month and a half that we've been using the inverter and the solar charge converter, we've been doing a lot of work. We're both getting like our freelance business, it sounds more official than it is, up and going. So we're using our laptops almost every day. So the idea of using this one plug has really not proven to be particularly effective for us. So like what we're doing today, we've got this extension cord we're running over here, and then we're plugging it into whatever this is, like another wall outlet, and then plugging all of our stuff in here. So really, it doesn't work. Well, it works, but we've got a serious trip hazard going on here. It's just ugly and sin.
Plus we're both klutzes.
Yeah. So what I decided to do is I'm going to add another outlet. So I bought an outlet through like kind of our homework, like crawling around here. It seems like the best place for us to put the outlet is going to be right here. We'll try that. We'll see if we can move it somewhere else. So I bought another yellow jacket extension cord. I'm going to cut it up. I'll tap into this right here. We'll run down, run over, and then run up. Sounds simple? We'll see if it is. Okay, so I've removed the seat, the dinette seat over here, and I can see, I'll show you, I've got the heater and the air vents coming off of that, and then kind of down from the heater there's a hole that goes down, and I kind of crawled under here and looked, and I should be able to run a wire down through the hole. The hole's where they're already running electrical wires. Then I can run the wire over to this upper foot locker where we keep like dried goods and the drill or whatever. So I think I've got a path to do this without drilling any holes, which I kind of like. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Took the seat off here. So it's a piece of plywood. Now, here's our heater. Here's the two vents I talked about. When I mentioned before that I thought this might be the best spot, well, this is why. When we look in the back here, so we've got the vent, the ductwork, and on the other side of that we've got an electrical outlet, and then beneath that we have a USB outlet. So I really don't have space here to add another outlet. So that kind of leaves me, I think, right here is my best spot. And then for my wire going down, I've got, you see the hole right here, got wires going down. So I can use that hole to run a new wire down. So from the bottom, I don't know if you can see right there. So that's where I could run a line down, and then I would run the line back with these other wires, and then underneath here into our footwell over here, and then over to the other plug. So let's try it. When we left Portland this time, we left behind like pretty much everything from like the solar project, the tools, but knowing that I needed to do this step, I brought these guys, these wire cutters. I swear you cut a finger off with one of these things. These are sharp. So I brought them along just thinking of this exact step of our project. So, you know, I hate cutting into expensive extension cord, but I'll do it anyway. Alright, so now I'm going to see about feeding this through, top down, and underneath. can see the cable back there, the yellow jacket, but I can't really reach it. So I'm going to try to reach my hand through and stuff it. That's not so difficult. Alright. Oh yeah. Easy peasy. So I've got the wire coming in. Here's our water pump. Now, underneath our water pump, and then right over there, we can feed it up next to the other line. So feeding it up. Now I'm trying it next to the water line. Okay, yay, there we go. So I was looking at this again. So we've got the existing plug for shore power. This is a USB plug that frankly we don't use. So if I take that out, I can put an outlet here that would be for our inverter. And then yeah, I can fit this up here at the top. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Here's what we ended up with. So rather than put the outlet here, I realized I could move. There's a USB that was here. So I moved the USB from here up to here. And then I used the USB hole that was here, made it bigger, and I put the new outlet here. So on the outside, we end up with, this was our existing outlet. This is our new, this would be the inverter outlet. Then up here, tiny bit crooked, is the USB outlet that we didn't use anyway. So let's turn the power on to the inverter, make sure everything works. All right, so here's the inverter. Inverter is now on. Shows me mode is green. Check up here. So we've still got the open ground. So let's see if our open ground followed us over here. And yeah, open ground, but this means we have power here now. So yay, this is good. One of the last things I had to do on our project today was to strap down the batteries. So if you recall, I had removed the battery slide because it didn't really give me enough room on the top. And then I just set the batteries on the bottom here. So what I did today was actually installed these guys. So these are screwed down to the bottom. So front and back battery. And then we've got straps holding the battery down. The other thing I did today was I caulked all of the holes that we had wires running through. So previously from the, I guess the Arctic Fox manufacturer, they had caulked all the holes. So I thought, oh, you know, actually since this is connected from the battery compartment to outdoors, it's a good idea. It'll actually keep any kind of cold air, hopefully, from coming in. So caulked a little bit on the outside, from the inside, excuse me, from the outside here, not so easy to caulk. I could do this hole here a little bit, but I'm not about to reach over all the batteries and try to go way back there. So whatever I can do from the inside for those will be good. And that'll be it. That's all I can do, really. So from the battery compartment stance, I think this project is all done. This kind of brings us to the end of our salt project.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So we've kind of taken you from the beginning to the end. The good, the bad.
There's a lot of good.
A lot of good, a lot of good. So this, I guess I would say we're done with the principal photography of the install. What we have next in our project really would be a formal project wrap-up with the thing called how much does it cost? And I wish I could tell you I have a number like right here of how much it cost, but
instead, a ton of receipts.
we have a lot of receipts.
And Steve has not yet gone through them to tally all the costs.
So this will be my project over the next week or so, is to tally all of these so I can come back to you with an answer and say, here's how much it cost for the system, which we already have some numbers for that. But for all of the little things we had to buy, adding those costs in, someone has asked, what is your time worth? Strangely, that's something I asked quite a bit on this project as well. So it's going to take us a little while to put that together.
Who was it that said, maybe we just hire this out?
Not me. Was that you who said that?
Well,
I guess since I'm doing the numbers on this one, we'll make sure that the numbers bounce my way. Gonna be that way about it.
Well,
yeah. Well, see, I already know. I know already.
No, I'm already concerned
we saved
that there's
a ton of money from this.
Yeah, I'm already concerned that there's going to be the real numbers and then there's going to be Steve's numbers. So whether you and I ever know
the difference. I'm feeling like we saved thousands and thousands of dollars. So next week, since I'm going to be doing receipts for a week or so, next week we're going to do a little bit day drinking.
Yes, we are.
Fun little project, and we filmed it as we went. Don't want to give it away, but
day drinking is involved.
Day drinking and
evening drinking.
Awful lot of vodka. So something to look forward to. Are you shaking your head? No.
More vodka than any couple needs.
Yeah. All right. So we will see you next week when we do the day drinking.
Also, thanks for watching. So give us a thumbs up. Drop us a comment down below. We love to hear from you guys. And subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to support us differently, hop on over to our Patreon channel. We appreciate you.
Thanks.